Hello everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to free transform on Photoshop or how to Photoshop a gun into Ben Shapiro's hand. The first thing I did was search up the person I wanted to Photoshop. In this case it was Ben Shapiro. When you find the image you want to Photoshop, you right click it and click Save Image As. Then name it whatever. In this case I named it Ben Shapiro Hand so I would know which one it was when I opened it in Photoshop. Then I just searched up Glock. And while you're doing this, make sure that the gun is pointing the same way as the guy's hand is, so it's not reverse or anything, although you can fix that in Photoshop. It's just easier if you do it in the beginning. And yeah, same thing for this, just right click it, save image as, and you can see it downloading in the bottom left. Then open up Photoshop. You can see I have a lot of weird pictures, a lot of weird things that I Photoshopped. Just, yeah, ignore it. I get bored really easily and do weird stuff. Then click the open button on the left and click downloads and then find the picture that you made. In my opinion, it is easier to first open up the picture of the person first rather than the gun. And this image was a little too small for me, so I just clicked image on the top, then image size, and changed it to the size I wanted. Then make sure you unlock the image. Then press the quick selection tool on the left. It can actually be any tool, but I prefer the quick selection tool because it's easier and quicker. Then when the hand is selected, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Now press Command O to open up the Glock. The picture was a little too big for me, so I just did the same thing. I went onto image on the top, pressed image size, and just made the numbers a little smaller so it would fit the picture better. Then I did the same thing. I did quick selection tool, select the whole thing. I did copy and paste, Command C, Command V, which I didn't actually have to do in this case. Then press the move tool on the top left and drag the picture and drop it into the other picture. It ended up being a little too small, so I ended up deleting it and making the image size a bit bigger. Then I just did the same thing as first time. I ended up wanting to rotate it, so I clicked Edit, then I clicked Free Transform. Then you can angle it, you can elongate it, whatever it's called, but I didn't want that. I just wanted to angle it. So yeah, I angled it to be right in his hand. then the hand that I copy and pasted, I just dragged it all the way to the top to be layer number 1. And I forgot that the thumb isn't supposed to be on the same side as the fingers, so I just went back onto the hand picture and cleaned it up. I did that just by getting the polygon tool and selecting the thumb. It doesn't have to be exact at all, and just once it's selected, you just backspace it and it's gone. And it looks good enough for me. You can move the gun around a little bit if you don't really like where it is. I agree there are much easier and better ways to do this, but this is the way I do it. This is the way I feel comfortable doing it. And there are some flaws, I do agree, but it's the way I do it. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that you learned how to do this and you learned something new.